Welcome everyone to the Best of Markham Podcast, brought to you by me, Igor Klibanov from FitnessSolutionsPlus.ca, your personal trainers for chronic conditions. Here with me today is Allen Ming. Allen, thank you so much for being here. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Uh, my name is Allen Ming. I am an accountant, a tax accountant in Markham. Our firm is Real File CPA, and we basically help clients with tax issues with respect to real estate. And we've been doing that for the past 10 years, and we've built a nice practice. And we have a staff of about 6 to 7 people. It's a small boutique tax firm. I think our specialty really is client responsiveness and relations. I think accountants have the job to basically, file tax returns and help clients with the tax aspect of things. But I think there's a lot of human relations and responsiveness that's needed. And so that's what we do. So that's the firm that I belong to. And yeah, we've been around for 10 years and we enjoy it.
Amazing. And you said that you have a specialization in real estate taxes.
Yes, Real File CPA is basically designed to signal to the people that we are in the real estate sector. So we help clients in all sectors. We have clients in restaurants, mechanics, consulting, medicine, all that. But usually it circles back into real estate. If they're a consultant, they invest in real estate. If they're a doctor, they invest in real estate. So we do have other sectors, and we're fine with that, and we're able to help with that. But our primary area of specialization is real estate.
Interesting, interesting. So that brings me to two questions. A, how'd you get into accounting? And B, why real estate specifically?
Well, we got into real estate is a big topic, area of interest, investment industry for Canada, in particular Toronto.
Yeah.
Everyone is investing in real estate. Real estate is just the industry and the sector that everyone's in. It's been a bull market since 1994,
Mhm.
where I think in 1990s there was a bit of a housing crisis, real estate crisis, but since 1994 it's gone straight up, and as a result, it's attracted a lot of attention. So, 10 years ago, my partner David Putinen, former CRA criminal investigator and forensics auditor, said, "Hey, you know what? This area might be an area of interest to start a practice in,
Yeah.
right?" And, this was 2015,
Yeah.
and so I thought about it for a while, and he's the smartest guy I know, and I said, you know what? Teaming up with somebody who's smart, who understands tax. Obviously, he's a professional, being from the CRA, and I'm from Deloitte and Touche, CPA. Back then, they called it a CA. Makes sense. And I've always wanted to, do business, start up some kind of a tax firm on my own. And so this sounded like the perfect chemistry and the perfect thing to start up. So that's how it started. And, it's one by one. Here we are,
Yeah. Yeah.
full-fledged tax practice.
Yeah. So I know you mentioned that even in the past you were thinking about starting your own tax firm. So you didn't just want to be an accountant, you also wanted to be an entrepreneur. So what attracted you about to entrepreneurship?
Freedom,
Yeah.
flexibility,
Yeah.
independence, all of the things that people know. And it's also the hustle. It's earning your keep. It's putting in effort to build a reward.
Yeah.
It's not like, hey, I work an hour, I get paid an hour. I
Hmm.
work 10 hours, I get paid 10 hours. I get a pension, I get benefits. What am I getting at up front? Well, you're getting nothing. Zero.
Right.
In fact, all the stresses are at the beginning. Oh, we have an office. We have to pay rent. We have staff. We have salary. Oh, I'm not going to get paid a thing.
Right.
You know, I, we didn't get paid for years,
Right.
and that's what it's about. It's effort, putting in the effort, the sweat equity to build up the reward,
Yeah.
right? And the uncertainty, the hustle. I always tell my partner, I said, I like the hustle of it. And then of course, the uncertainty. People don't like uncertainty,
Yeah.
but it's the entrepreneur that craves it. It's that it's trying to get those clients. It's helping of those clients. It's understanding that if you focus on solving their problems and being there for them, that will come with a reward down the road. And now we have a thriving tax practice. Now our challenge is execution.
Yeah.
Oh, we have all the clients we need. I mean, we don't need obviously we want to keep growing,
Yeah.
but that is not the hard part. The hard part is not getting clients. You give us a prospective client, sit back and relax. We know what to do.
Yeah.
We know how to discuss their challenges and solve their problems and be there. We know how we stand out. We know why we're better than the competition. Um, but now the challenge is execution, right? That's the hard part, right?
Yeah, yeah. I found the
Yeah,
same thing very similar with my own business, which I guess is personal training. Um, I started my company in 2010. So at first, my background is kinesiology. So all they teach in kinesiology is anatomy, biomechanics, statistics, stuff like that. They don't teach marketing and sales. So when I just started my business, I thought, oh, it's good enough to be a good personal trainer to grow your business. That's not good enough. People have to know you're a good personal trainer to grow your business, and that requires marketing. Um, and so it very soon into starting my business, I had this rude awakening of, oh, I need to market, and I have no idea how to do that. So at first, the challenge was, okay, how do I get new clients? After I figured out some, the methods that I use now, it's like, okay, now how do I keep up with the demand? Okay, let me hire additional trainers and train them in my methodology. Then you're like, okay, now I got the hiring part figured out, the recruiting. Okay, now I can get even more clients. So what are additional methods of getting new clients? So it keeps alternating back and forth between lead generation and staffing essentially. Um, and
exactly.
quality assurance, of course. So I totally get that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to sort of be flexible and you have to navigate and change and shift gears. You have to you're always shifting gears
Yeah,
as an
yeah.
entrepreneur.
New levels in business require they bring with it new rewards and also new challenges. And it's always about overcoming those challenges to go to the next level. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And what do you do for marketing? How do you get new clients?
Um, Everyone uses sales firms to get some leads, in terms of, like you said, we're not experts in the internet
Yeah.
or Google. So obviously we've tried some of that stuff, but I think the best marketing is word of mouth.
Hmm.
I think the best marketing is providing great service to your existing clients.
Yeah.
Because if you provide great service to your existing clients, you will keep them, you
Yeah.
will grow with them, and people love to share great experiences.
Yeah.
I'm also an economics tutor, and I've been tutoring economics at University of Toronto downtown St. George campus for over 20 years.
Right.
And you help one student and they tell their friends.
Right.
So it's that's the secret. The secret is provide good service, keep the clients that you have, they'll spread the word. And then all of a sudden when they refer it, it makes it easier when it's a referral because it's been vetted, it's
Yeah.
been screened, pre-screened.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
I think that's the best way to do it. If certainly, like I said, you want to have some internet experience there, but word of mouth.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We love referrals when they come. Is there anything deliberate you do to generate word of mouth, or is it primarily just doing a good job and letting others market for you?
No, we never ask a client to say, "Hey, you know what? Do you like what we're doing? Can you
Yeah,
tell your friends?" No, no, no. We don't do that because we don't need to do that. They just, you know, they just refer their friends, refer the people they know, and yeah, it's automatic. Nothing needs to be done there.
amazing. Does 100% of your business come from word of mouth, or is there a certain percentage that's from other sources?
I would say now that we've reached this level, 100, we're not paying anybody to market for us. I mean, we are basically internally organically growing from our existing base of clients.
Okay, okay,
So
fantastic.
absolutely, yeah.
Good job. And what are you working on right now that's exciting to you?
What are we working on that's exciting to me? Um, you know, there's nothing new happening in real estate right now. The sector is going down.
Hmm.
There's some challenges. And so we're there's nothing new that we're working on. We're just helping our clients try to navigate through the real estate slowdown,
Right.
which is challenging for them, right? I mean, they're trying to get refinancing. So it's business as usual at our office. It's yeah, so nothing special, no special project at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, no, totally. Besides the current real estate market, have you encountered any other obstacles, either as an accountant or an entrepreneur?
Execution.
Okay,
Executions. I mean, you mentioned earlier that you were not an expert in marketing. You were kinesiology, you had the science, you had the self, training. You knew how to train yourself and you knew how to train others, but how do you get the word of mouth out? Execution. The work is there. Now it's got to be done. Staff, personnel,
Mhm.
human resource management.
Yeah,
Like you said, you hired some people. Well, trying to get talented staff in to understand what we're doing and then to do it. And look, no employee is going to feel and act and think the same way as the business owner.
of course.
But to try to motivate people in tax, which is not the most exciting, generally regarded as the most exciting business um, area there
Mhm.
is a bit of a challenge. It's a bit of a challenge. So that's the challenge that we're facing is execution, trying to make sure our clients' needs are all met because it's not a homogeneous business. We cannot benefit from economies of scale.
Mhm.
We're not producing a cup of coffee that we can, standardize it and customize it and then
Yeah,
just scale it, buy a bigger machine and all that kind of
yeah,
stuff. You can't do that. There is no machine for tax.
yeah,
Um, every client is different, heterogeneous. And so it requires individual effort, attention, and detail,
yeah.
um, focused effort. So that's the challenge is the personnel execution side of things.
Gotcha. Okay, so just delivering the service that people come to you for, especially if they're by referral, so they expect a certain level of service.
And we want to give everyone top quality service. We don't, that's our competitive advantage is that, clients come to us, they say, oh, my other account never did this. My other account, he doesn't even want to talk to me. It's like I'm bothering him.
Mhm.
You're never, we're 24/7.
Right.
This podcast is taking place Saturday, 8 a.m. or
Yeah,
8:15 a.m.
yeah,
after a connection. Saturday, 8:15 a.m. And that's, I think, the lesson that everyone should um, learn from is that the execution and the work effort is 24/7.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I tell our clients, look, we're 24/7. Weekends are great. Holidays are even better.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So they could, and if it doesn't matter if I'm out of the country, I could be in Cuba where the connection is the worst. Call me. Let's talk. I'm
yeah.
available.
100%. It's the same for me. I heard this from one of my previous guests, Lucas Chang, and he heard from somebody else that in entrepreneurship you don't have a 9 to 5. You have a when I open my eyes to when I close my eyes. And it's the same for
Absolutely.
me. Like people
Absolutely.
take vacations to get away from their work. I like my work. I want to take my work with me, so I'll still
Exactly.
on vacation. I just work less. But
Yeah.
then
Look,
the
in
back.
in in a tax firm, people think it's just tax. It's like who's the smartest guy in tax? It's
Yeah,
not who the smartest guy in tax is. I'm entrusting the client is entrusting us with their entire, not their entire investment portfolio, but their financial periodic tax liability, overall tax planning throughout their, entire future.
yeah,
And that requires a confidence that their tax accountant has their best interest in play, not just dump us some numbers and we dump you numbers back.
yeah,
It's discussions, it's understanding their objectives. It's an art more than a science. And
yeah,
so part of that art and is client relations. And so a good tax accountant and what separates us is our accessibility, our ability to understand the client's objectives it's that human relations aspect that's I think really critical.
Yeah.
And the confidence that we give our clients, not just pencil in the in the ear and head down and doing all that boring tax work, as
Yeah.
important as that may be.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's partially a relationship business, and in your case, like almost entirely a relationship business because people are coming back to you and getting referrals.
Client relations, when they call, they expect the clients expect to be calls taken picked up, and that's important.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Now you're an entrepreneur, you're an accountant, you're a busy guy. So in a little free time you have, what do you do?
Interesting. I Before our meeting today, I was up at 4:30 in the morning, just like I'm sure you, because you're an exercise industry. I was up 4:30 in the morning, and I was running.
Oh,
So
good for
what do I do? I do a lot of running,
you. Awesome.
and some people say they do the what's that called, the elliptus chair,
Elliptical.
elliptical thing. That's great, but to me, it's old fashioned. To me, it's you got to run because that's hard to do, and I think I know nothing about the science of fitness,
Right.
but I just know that it's that's the first thing you think about when you exercise. It's the jogging, the running, the
Yeah.
weight training, all that kind of stuff. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm actually really, really into physical fitness. And it was just, I'll just extend this story a little bit longer because I think hearing and learning from is that I had a friend that I met 3 years ago, and he would run to feel good. He
Mm.
wasn't running to look good, to lose weight. He was in top physical condition. He was running to feel good. And
Yeah.
he ran and he would run 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. And I was like, it took me 2.5 years to realize I said, this guy's doing it right.
Yeah.
I always thought, I could never go to the gym because I could never last more than 5 minutes.
Right.
And so but this guy taught me, his name is John L, is one of my heroes, I guess you could say. It's just
Yeah.
really somebody I look up to. He taught me, you can run for 5 minutes. He never said it to me. He never once asked me to run with him. He never said, hey, let's go running. No, no, no. And he just did it on his own.
Yeah.
But like all good students, they watch and they learn from things around them. And took me a while to learn this, but yeah, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, and that's how it all started. And I think everyone, and I think you'll agree because you're in this industry, everyone should find their passion and their own way to exercise because one size does not fit all.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to watch it and then to try it and then to adjust it and tweak it. And now, I that what's that bar that what's that bar called that
Chin
is
bar or pull-up bar.
pull up bar? I was on UFT University of Toronto campus about 4 days ago and I saw three kids, three university students. They couldn't even do one. It was killing them to do one. Now, I was going to go up to the bar and exercise by myself, just a couple of them. But I pulled up right beside them after watching them for like about a minute. I didn't want to get in their way. And I just slowly, quietly on the side, I just do my usual 10. I just do
Yeah.
my usual 10. Nothing less, nothing more. And it was quite interesting to see that, they couldn't even do one.
Yeah.
And, you know, 51 years old. So
Yeah. Good for you.
slowly over time. But anyways, long answer to what I do for fun. That's what I do for fun. Run.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. I mean, for me, I exercise like formal exercise 6 days per week. Plus, I don't count tennis games here and there because it's not formal exercise. Um, but say of my 6 days, 4 are strength, 2 are cardio. I feel so good during my cardio. Well, actually, not during. After my cardio, I feel fantastic. During my cardio, I can barely breathe. Like I'm gasping for air. But afterwards, you feel amazing. You're glowing. Your thoughts are clear. You're enthusiastic. So I totally get that.
All these years, I made a mistake. I said, why are these people killing themselves to run? I mean, you ever see people running? They look like they're about to collapse and faint. Boy, was I wrong.
Oh no, exactly. Well, you feel like you're about to collapse and faint, but when you're done, you feel invincible.
Look at us right now, Saturday morning. We're fresh, we're sharp, we're chirpy, we're energetic. People should run. So you're in the right industry there.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And since this is, after all, a Best of Markham podcast, what's your favorite business in Markham besides your own?
Oh, wow. My favorite business. I mean, look, everyone's got the same answer, I think. Food, restaurants,
Yeah,
right? That's That's what we're lucky in the multicultural, uh, multicultural society that we live in, that we can just have really good food and a variety of food. So in Markham, definitely the area of bigger houses and all that stuff. We're not downtown where the density is so high and you get these small little tiny restaurants because of the size and costs. We can have nice, spacious, good restaurants. So definitely restaurant.
Nice. Is there a particular restaurant that stands out?
Yeah, I like all foods, but the Indian restaurant called The Host.
Right. Oh, I know that
Check
one.
it out.
Is
Yeah,
that
you're familiar with that?
near
Yeah,
Sheraton?
it used to be there.
Okay, so it moved.
It used to be at the Sheraton on Highway 7
Leslie.
and Leslie, but now they moved up. So now it's on Leslie. Not it's basically on Leslie still, but you got to go north a few blocks. And they've gotten a lot smaller, but the quality is still good. So the Host Indian restaurant there, I'm a big fan of. So that's probably one of my top picks.
Awesome. Good recommendation. And lastly, how can our viewers and listeners get in touch with you?
RealFileCPA.com. That's our website. Phone
Okay,
number, if you'd like, I don't mind giving out my phone number, 416-990-8769.
that's perfect.
Allen Ming is the name, or ALLEN at realfile.ca, REALFILE.ca. We're always accessible 24/7. Probably the phone call is the best way. A lot of people don't want to give out their phone numbers and they won't take the calls and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, don't make an appointment, call me anytime, and if I can't pick up that second, call you back. Old
Yeah, yeah,
fashioned.
that's
I
great.
don't use I don't use calendar. A lot of people use calendar. That's fine. Look, people can do what they want. No,
Yes,
but
yes.
no, I'm not criticizing what other people do, but I don't use that stuff. Phone's right here. This is called the phone, right beside me. I got it charged up here. All you gotta do is call.
Okay, people, we're waiting for that phone call.
It's old fashioned, but
Thank you so much. The your contact information will be right in the show notes as well. Alan, I really appreciate this. This was great.
thank you, Igor. It was my pleasure.